If you're new to trading, or if you're struggling to get consistency out of the current systems that you're using, then today's video is going to be a game changer for you. What's up, traders? Welcome back. So today's video is prompted because there's a lot of disinformation out there on the internet that new traders sometimes can consume, and I'm hoping that as I continue to put out videos like this, we kind of squash the disinformation. When I got started into trading, if I could have seen a video like this that outlined the steps I needed to follow, it would have cut my learning curve by months, if not years. So I'm hoping that this video today does that for you. I'm hoping that when I share these 3 steps with you, you can implement it into what you are doing today to help you become a better trader tomorrow and every day forward. That's my goal. Now, again, this video, if you're watching this far, you're probably either new to trading, meaning you never clicked the button before, or you're struggling to find a system, or you're not even using a system and you want to understand what I'm actually saying when I mean trade with a system. So the first thing we'll talk about is that you need to not only trade with the system, but first study that system. And the system should be proven profitable through backtesting. Whether you do the backtesting by hand, manual backtesting, or you do it through some type of computer program, because I know there's a lot of those, it doesn't matter as long as you can backtest and prove that the system you're trading repeats, that's important, and is a winning system, a profitable system. You should know how profitable it is on average out of, let's just say, every 10 trades. Are you winning 4 out of 10? Are you winning 8 out of 10? Because if you know your average win rate, meaning if you know you're going to win 8 out of 10 trades, that helps you determine how much risk you should be putting on each trade and how much reward you should be looking for out of each setup that you take. For example, if you have a 40% win rate strategy, you're going to need at least a 5-to-1 win ratio on your trades. Whereas if you have a strategy like I use or a system like I use, we have a higher win rate strategy, 70-80% win rate, so you don't have to get 5R, 5-to-1. You can get 2-to-1, 1.5-to-1 consistently because we're winning more than we're losing, so they don't have to be as big of winners. Does that make sense? On top of that, I want to emphasize the big point about trading with a system is that there's 3 components that go into the overarching idea of trading with a system. The system has to have predefined entries, predefined exits, and predefined risk management. Inside that, I would call that your shell or your frame. Inside that, you should have details for each signal. I mean, like for us, we have A1, D1, you have the shift candle, the 2 candle, the 3 candle. I have names for the entry formations, and each formation, each entry signal has a predetermined exit, has a predetermined take profit, has predetermined risk management, and then I'm able to grade those setups because of the parameters in my playbook, and we're going to talk more about that in a second. On top of the idea of studying, the last point I want to make is that the studying should be around a process that you can repeat every day. And I emphasize the repeatable process, the consistent routine, because we are humans and human beings are creatures of habit. So you want to make sure you're building solid habits every single day as you're learning and trying to become a successful trader, a consistently profitable trader. But you're never going to get that consistency if you're not using systems. There's a million different systems, all have different levels of profitability, different degrees of profitability. But it's important that, like I said, you find one with repeatable entries, repeatable exits, and repeatable risk management. And you find a system that you know how profitable it is, so you know what your R multiple needs to be on your trades so that you can be profitable when you're executing that system over the long run. So step 1 is study. You need to study. And then even deeper than that, I should mention, doing chart markups. For me, like that's a big thing that helped me become a better trader. So I emphasize that. I was talking to one of the guys in our VIP today. He's like, what can I be doing to get better? I feel like I just need more market days under my belt. He needs more experience, and he does. But on top of that, what can give you more experience is chart markups. For us, because we're technical traders, you can go and test these patterns and go back test these patterns and do markups on them and see them repeat. And that helps build the muscle memory that you need if you're trying to be, like I said, consistently profitable over the long run. Now, step 2 is to test the knowledge with a demo account, with fake money. Test the system that you now found proven profitable, whether you found it from someone like me or you proved it profitable on your own, meaning you came up with the idea and you back tested it yourself. You then want to test it with a demo account with fake money. And this is part of what I was saying about the disinformation. There's nothing wrong with starting with a demo account. Everyone on Wall Street, everyone at big firms, all start their traders on simulated trading accounts because you want to make sure that you have the habits on the demo account that you want to apply to the real account, to the live money, to the hard-earned money. So as you go through, I think if you're an active trader and you're staying active every day, looking at charts every day, and you're practicing a system every day, meaning the same entries, the same exits, the same risk management, I don't think you need to be on a demo for more than 60 days. And when we talk about testing these entries and exits on a demo account, you have to remember the entry is so specific. It should be. It should not just be, oh, every time it hits this support line, I'm selling it, or if it hits this resistance line, I'm buying it. That's not trading. You need specific entry parameters, meaning I would call them like qualifying factors of each trade. So you can look at a trade and say, for me, where's the Asian range? What's the trend today? Where are the EMAs? Where's the TDI? What's price action doing? What's the size of the Asian range? All of these questions are some of the questions that I ask myself before I take an entry. What's the higher time frames doing? You have to have those questions and then go in and test those questions with a demo account to make sure that you can work through that checklist properly before you go apply it into live trading. So if you are a new trader and you're listening to me, I know I talk fast, but I'm hoping that what you're getting out of this so far is, number one, that you're going to need to find the system and study it. Repeatable entries, repeatable exits. For Forex traders, I believe it should be focused on technical analysis, not fundamentals. I wouldn't be trying to trade news or scalp news. I would be looking for consistent, repeatable patterns around news events. Then, once you can find that system, whether it's mine with our course, our A1, D1 stuff, or with someone else, because of course there's other ways to make money, you then want to test it, like I said here, with a demo account. And you want to make sure you're bringing that repeatable routine and those good habits here into the testing. And again, if you're active, I don't think you should need to be on a demo account more than 60 days. If you're on a demo account longer than 2 months and you're trading every day, watching markets every day, before, after work, whatever it is, the system is broken. You need to go find a new system to test and study. So again, if you're on the demo account for more than 2 months and you're still not getting it, you need to go try something different. There's like I said it again, there's a million systems that you can try to make money. You could try me, you could try Fred down the block. There's all these different systems. Some people make money, buying it at the low a day and trying to scalp it up. There's so many different ways to make money. You got to find what works for you. And I know that sounds like sometimes rah-rah and like that's the corny answer that's kind of easy to get around, but it's the truth. I've seen a lot of people come in and try to learn my system, and because it doesn't jive with their schedule, their habits, their routines, it doesn't work for them. But then they're able to find consistent profitability with someone else's system or their own system. So you have to find what works for you. So now, step 3, we've studied, we've tested, so now we're ready to put live money into the market. So you're not going to come into trading and just start throwing live money around. You are going to start with that fake money with that demo account. And once you have confidence behind what you're doing there, behind the repeatable process, behind the entries, the exits, the risk management in that system, then you can logically go and put real money into it. So many people jump right into trading and just start throwing money around. They skip the learning, they skip the studying, they skip the demo trading, and they just start throwing money, trying to feel their way around the market. It's stupid. You're literally just going to burn yourself out or run out of capital. Either way, you're going to end up not being a trader. So as you push forward and you go from the demo then to the live account and you start putting that live account to work, you want to also fund that live account with extra streams of income if you can, because the goal is to get the account as big as possible. With all of my videos, I speak to people about trading with a regulated broker. I don't speak about trading with these unregulated brokers with crazy leverage, because it's just not smart for the long term. There's no longevity in that. So if you're with a regulated broker, off the jump, I know most of you won't have enough money to fund that regulated broker account to the point where you would be satisfied financially with the returns that that account will give you. So while you're following the system, and sometimes when you start, those trades are going to be small lots. It's going to be small money because, like I just said, you don't have a lot of money to play with. I know I didn't when I got started. But while you're doing that and growing that account and following the systems, you also can pump money into it from your other jobs, from other sources of income, to grow the account and then take bigger positions over time. And instead of 5 years, in 3 years, you're going to be able to leave that job or stop taking those part-time gigs because their trades are bigger than they were, like I said, when you started, and then you're able to cover that source of income with the trading account. So I'm hoping that all of this is starting to make sense. It's very simple. You shouldn't get sucked into what you're seeing on the internet about, demo accounts are stupid. You should just go in and, use Fibonacci's and it's that simple. It's not. You need repeatable entry and exit signals. Drawing a Fibonacci line and then showing me where it retraces to is not a trading system. I want to explain to you my trading systems. It's the A1 entry, the D1 entry, and the D2 entry. If you follow me on social media, you've probably heard me talk about these. But within these 3 entry signals, we have even more detail with those parameters to go in and define. Is it an A1 entry, or is it a B setup? Okay, it's an A setup, that's going to get more risk than the B setup. And because I'm able to do that, I'm very much in control of my risk, and I'm really robotic with my trading. If the entry signal presents, I know where the stop goes, I know how much risk it should have because it has a specific grade, and then I let the trade do what it's meant to do, either ride to take profit, or it'll stop me and I'll manage it accordingly, as you've seen in my other videos, as we do with exits. So it's all robotic, the entries are preset, the exits are preset, the take profit is set, the stop loss is set, all right when you take the entry. And that's how a trading system really should be built. The last thing I want to share with you guys is the path that people take with our group. So whether you're new and you're thinking about coming in, or maybe you just joined our group recently and you want to know how you should be moving through the ASFX team, the beginner course is the place that everybody should start. That includes the VIP chat for life. It's our cheapest product because I want everyone to be able to get in and get these 2 profitable systems that I teach in that course, to get them on your tool belt and actually be able to start using them in the market. Beyond that, we sell replays to all the seminars that we host. We also have our Black Shirt Club, which is 1 call per week with me. We're actually doing it tonight. It's small group coaching. I only let 15 people in there at a time. So that's a monthly reoccurring fee for those who want it. And then, of course, the people that are really taking trading seriously and the people that want to learn the D1 and the D2 on top of the A1, they're able to take the advanced divergence trading course, which is actually coming out at the end of this month at the time of me filming it. But if you're watching it after January 2020, then the course is already available. So these are the products and services that I offer because I've been doing this 5 years, and if I could go back, this is what I would want someone to have offered me. An intro to say, hey, let me see if I like this guy, if I like this system, if it makes sense. Okay, it does. I want more. Then I offer you more, whether it's the seminar replay, it's 8 hours of content each one, or the Black Shirt Club, or another course taking you deeper, giving you another entry signal. So in the beginner course, you learn 2. In the divergence course, you learn another 2. So you could have 4 entry signals on your tool belt by the time you're done with just the 2 video courses I have for you here. And that's what I want to do. Keep pushing the idea of trading systems, specific entries, specific exits with risk management and a grading system applied, and then back testing that to make sure it's profitable, and then testing it with a demo account, and then putting live money into it. That's what built the first course for me. What was that, 4 years ago, 5 years ago? And that's what helped me finish the divergence course today. It's the same idea about these repeatable systems. So I hope it helps here in this video. I hope it helps drive home the point to you that if you're not trading with a system, or if you're going into trading trying to just feel your way around, it's not the way to do it. It's not going to get you the consistency that you're looking for. This is specific entries, specific exits with predetermined risk management. That's what's going to get you the consistency that you're looking for. So I hope the video helps. Like I said, drop a comment if it did. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always here to help, and I'll see you guys in the next video.